Today we're going over my favorite in-car vlogging rig. You'll want a car visor mount. Attached to that would be a swivel ball head. Then attached to that will be a little cold shoe mount. And attached to that will be the microphone of your choice. That's for quick removal. Then I have two Rigwheel 100 high-powered magnets with the 1/4 inch screws in the middle. To one of those you attach another ball head with the swivel top. Then to that you attach a hot shoe mount that will connect to the camera. And of course you would take that part and attach it to the top of the camera. Okay, so there would be windshield or window glass between those two magnets eventually. You also need an audio cable, or as people today call them, aux cables. Attach one end to the microphone and the other end to your camera's microphone port. Then I took two standard sponges, glued one on top of the other, and then cut a hole out of the top one where the quick release plate would fit into. And I'll explain this even more later. Keep in mind that cutout is optional. I also keep a Ziploc handy to keep the sponge in when I'm not using it. It keeps the sponge from drying out. If you let the sponge get too dry, it doesn't do as well in reducing vibrations. Okay, so you can see this weird looking dot I have on my windshield. That does have a purpose. I'm gonna show you. You can still see it kind of in the center there. It's kind of hard to focus on it because it's so small, but it's right there in the middle. I have that dot on the inside of my windshield because it tells me where to place this rig wheel. Hold on, let me do something here. This Rigwheel 100 magnet. I lined that up with that dot. This goes on the outside of the vehicle. Okay, so let me show you what I mean. Okay, so that's not perfectly centered on that dot, but it's roughly lined up. So that's on the outside. So then I can take this other Rigwheel magnet, and I'm working one-handed right now, so. And it's got the ball head and the hot shoe mount on it. And we simply line that up over here, like so. Okay, so now that's on there like that. Okay, so the next part is I have these sponges that I have cut a hole out of the top one, and then I glued it to another sponge with silicone. And we set this on the dash. Right there. The M50 is now mounted on the hot shoe adapter there, which is connected to the ball head, which is connected to the Rigwheel 100, which is stuck to the Rigwheel 100 that's on the other side of the windshield. Okay, now we add the sponge. So now the sponge is here. This is tightened. The second point is the sponge, so it's going to reduce vibration. This is nice and firm here. You position the camera so that it is focused on what you want. So then we're going to look at the mic mount. This is the visor mount. This is clipped to the visor, and you got the ball head here, and we're going to put the mic here. We have the Rode Video Micro sitting up right here, Trying to get more of it in focus. It does have a cable going from that over to the Canon M50. That's pretty much my setup.